but it's therefore the power of positive thinking isn't wrong per se, but it's not the panacea, and you've got to be both optimistic but also realistic about your current situation.
Well, I think one of the core things that I'm talking about is the idea that human emotions are normal. Charles Darwin, in his book The Expression of Emotion in Man and Animals, suggested that emotions have evolved to help us as a species to survive, that emotions help us to communicate with other people. It's very important to know when you're about to be attacked if you're in a savannah in Africa, but just as importantly, if someone in a negotiation is saying, yes, that sounds great, but actually doesn't believe in it. But by the same token, our own emotions help us to communicate with ourselves. And so when you cut off your emotions, you are cutting off a key piece of data. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that emotions should be believed. I'm not saying because you feel angry, it means you've got a right to be angry and you should be angry and you should act on your anger. All that I am saying, or one of the most key things to emotional agility, is the idea that emotions have messages, and these messages are just like any other book that you've got on your bookshelf. You don't need to pick up the book and believe the whole story and act on the whole story, but it's a piece of data just like your other piece of data in organizational life.
Okay. So as you say, it's about sort of self-talk. It's about understanding, receiving it, not just reacting, but delaying the response and understanding that that's just a human thing that you're going through, and it could be a beacon. It's a positive thing that you're getting a negative reaction to some extent.
Well, it's a human thing.
That's right.
It's a human thing. Viktor Frankl spoke about the idea that between stimulus and response is a choice. Yeah. And in that choice lies our growth and freedom. Yeah. And when people are experiencing an emotion but just automatically shutting it down or automatically ignoring it, what they're not doing is they're not allowing themselves to garner the learning that can come from that beacon.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. So, but you talk about where negative emotions can be a problem, and that's if you get hooked on them. What did you mean by that?
Correct. So what I